Alright AFK Arena, what's the deal? If you're using a mobile app, you're very much likely going to have ads pushed on you one way or another. Some of these ads can be pretty misleading. In this video, we're going to compare the ad to the actual gameplay of the video. My name is Teeds and I'll be making many of these games versus ad comparisons to save you from downloading misleading apps. Please do subscribe and click the bell for more mobile game content. In this video, we'll be investigating AFK Arena. You'll first get an ad versus gameplay comparison, a review including if it's pay to win, free to play, etc., and a conclusion. I'd like to preface this by saying that there are actual genuine communities and players that enjoy AFK Arena. I'm in no way attacking the game itself, just comparing the ads to the actual game. Let's take a look at the ads. In this ad, we have two characters, a tall guy and a short girl, both with levels above their heads, which means this game has a leveling mechanic. They're freezing to death. From the text, it wants us to figure out a way to save them. We have 3 objects that we can use to save them, and she also leveled up to 100 once putting the code on. Then the player picked up the dumbbell. I literally don't know what you would do with the dumbbell when you're freezing to death, but that happened. And then they died. In the second ad, we have some street fighting looking ad, completely different from the first ad. In the third ad, completely different from the first two, we now have multiple fighters that can merge to defeat the monster. Okay, so after all of that, I have 3 words. I am confused. I'm expecting a puzzle-orientated, street fighting, Mortal Kombat merging army out to defeat monsters, other street fighters, and the cold. Oh, and a tip, dumbbells are apparently their weakness. In all seriousness, from these ads, I can't figure out what the game actually is. However, it is called AFK Arena, which sounds like an idle game. Let's get into the actual gameplay. I played quite a bit of it, I think around 1 or 2 hours, reaching level 12. We have 5 tabs. The tab we'll see first is the campaign tab, which is where we'd start the main story. I'll talk a little bit more about the other tabs if you're interested, but first we're going to see the actual gameplay for AFK Arena. In campaign, it wants you to pick 5 heroes, the first 2 being frontliners. I'm a little scared because I'm only level 1 and the enemies I'm fighting are level 14, so we'll see how that goes. I have it on auto, so they are using their special abilities automatically, and that happens when the yellow bar under their names have been reached. Okay, just from that fight only, this game is literally just another idle game, and I was also pretty overpowered. They seem to be really getting popular these days. Here is a side-by-side comparison of the ads versus the actual gameplay. I'm pretty sad and pretty disappointed. The ads actually look really fun. I'm not really a huge fan of idle games, even though they are very popular, so this game does not interest me at all. I really wish the game was like the first ad. I really liked having to figure out a way for the characters to survive in the cold, but that's not the case. The game looks nothing like the ads. It kind of looks like the third ad, but I found out that it actually wasn't like that ad at all. Moving on to a review of the actual game after playing it for a long while. There are 4 other tabs. We have Rahorn, which is a town. There are a number of places you can go here to spend real money, your rewards, your heroes, and more. I checked out the tavern a little bit and it seems like a completely pay-to-win place. So you have to spend scrolls, and you have to spend diamonds, which I think you can only get through pay-to-win aspects. However, if it's anything like Idle Heroes, you can also get them by some rewards. And there was also a heart, which I think is for friends. I did play Idle Heroes for a while, but I didn't really enjoy it in the end. The second tab is called Dark Forest, which I think is like a dungeon of some sort. I played some of the levels here and it's just more fighting, but I actually found this tab much more fun than the campaign mode, as I was able to pick up new heroes along the way and special abilities. I didn't reach super far, but from what I played, I actually enjoyed it. On the 4th tab, we have heroes. Here you can level them up, check their stats and equip gear on them. There is also a portraits tab which I found pretty cool, as you can see what heroes you have collected. And I am a completionist or a perfectionist or whatever, so I really enjoy collecting things in games, so I thought that was really interesting. The last tab was a little surprising for me because I don't think I've seen a tab in any game like that. It was a chat, so you can probably make friends here and talk to new people. And I think this is also like a multiplayer aspect to it, but I haven't tried the multiplayer yet, so I don't know how that works. But I think there are arenas where you can fight other people, so maybe if you're interested in that, that's also a thing. And then back to the campaign tab here. In the middle, you have the heroes you've collected fighting. Tapping this will give you the AFK rewards. So that was just a quick rundown of the tabs from what I understand. In my honest opinion, I actually like the game for what it is. I've played a few idle games before, but I actually found this one the most immersive. I enjoyed the heroes, but I also haven't played it long enough to figure out the frustrating aspects of it as a free-to-play player. AFK Arena has 10 million plus downloads, so it's a really popular game. In the description, the game is described as follows: play anywhere, anytime. Sit back and relax in a beautiful world full of epic tales, exciting adventures, and an abundance of rewards. Rediscover the fun of mobile gaming again. AFK Arena also lists some of the features, which include collect an array of legendary hero cards, kick back and enjoy all the rewards that come your way, uncover secret treasures in mazes, unite and fight together with players around the world, so there's the multiplayer aspect, strategize and dominate. From the description alone, it doesn't indicate it's anything like the ads, which seemed more puzzle orientated and street fighty. I don't even know how to explain it, but yeah, making it probably very confusing for you, especially if you were interested due to the ads. Super disappointing, to be honest. Despite the ads being misleading, it has a 4.6 star rating out of 5. I dug into the reviews for AFK Arena a little more to give any of you that are interested more information. This way we can have a little insight from long-time players on why they stayed or why they left. Let's get into the good reviews first. Fun so far, I'm still hooked, there's lots to look forward to. My favourite mode is the Labyrinth. You can use it to test heroes you don't have, and the relic power-ups make it super fun because you make heroes hilariously strong. Labyrinth and other game modes scale with your team power, so it's pretty fair and challenging in that regard. I personally purchased the $15 monthly subscription and makes it smoother sail because Fodler is a bottleneck resource. Have fun. So I'm assuming Labyrinth was actually the mode that I was playing and I actually enjoyed more than the campaign mode, so I can vouch for that if that's the mode. However, this ad is positive and all, but not really helpful for me as I'm completely new. I have no idea what they're talking about, but from this review, they are definitely a pay-to-win player as they're currently paying $15 a month for this game. That's a lot of money for a mobile game. The next good review, I was quite skeptical of this game at first, mainly because it was a type of game I'd never seen before. An AFK game. Sounds like it's probably bad. Well, I love it now, though I have to say, the ads are way different than the game. But whatever it takes to get the people's interest, I suppose. I can play for hours, sadly not enough to do in the meantime, so usually an hour is the most game time I'd get. Still very fun. This reviewer is a person who was also baited by the ads, but they turned out to enjoy it. I guess there is hope for some of us. However, they did say they only got an hour of game time as they didn't have much to do. That line might scare you a little bit if you're interested in the game, but for me, I actually expected it. It is an AFK game, well, an idle game. Let's move on to some bad reviews. While I enjoyed the game, I am frustrated that after only an hour or two of gameplay, you hit a wall where the cost/benefit of time and effort make pay to win the only viable option to continue playing the game. I will only consider paying for the stuff in the game if it complements my play, not necessitated for it. From this review, it seems to be a pay to win game. I'm not too surprised as most games these days on mobile are pay to win. After a certain amount of time, you have to pay a lot to play. I put in over $200 but still can't progress. Too bad, it was fun while I could play, but I won't put any more money in. I have no problem working my way up slowly, but you can't do anything after a certain level, so you end up not even logging on. There should be more things to do while you are waiting to level up. Another pay-to-win complaint, and even though they already invested $200 into the game, they felt that they needed to pay more to continue. From these two reviews alone, it seems that it's free to play up until a certain point. AFK Arena did respond to some of the bad reviews, saying that it's a leisure game offering a great way to pass time, spending money gets your stuff faster, but it's a fun grind nonetheless. From that response, you can get good items and gear, but you have to grind a lot, which honestly can take a long time. And in my honest opinion, I don't think there's that much to do to make the grind more bearable. However, it is an idle game, so it's one of those games where you play a little bit and then forget about it until you have some more things to do. Not my thing, but if it's yours and you're willing to spend money on it, it may just be much more fun for you. In conclusion, AFK Arena is not like the ads at all, which is disappointing, and I still don't know why mobile ads are allowed to do this. As for the game itself, I'm going to give it a pass. It was just another idle game for me. I liked it for an idle game, but I'm just not into idle games. As far as I'm aware, it's free to play up until a certain point and then you have to pay to win the rest or just push through a very long grind. That is all for today's video. Let me know what other games with interesting ads you would like me to investigate in the comments down below. Feel free to subscribe and click the bell for more mobile ads versus gameplay. Any likes would be super appreciated, and I hope to see you again for the next one. Bye!